Hey everyone, today we are going to compare the ASUS ROG Xbox LIX with the Z2 Extreme and the Radeon 890M versus the GPD Win 5 with the Ryzen AI Max Plus 395 and its Radeon 8060S. For this I benchmarked a couple of games at 17 and 35 watt for both handhelds and also added 75 watt TDP benchmarks for the GPD Win 5, which is basically its maximum performance level, just to see what it can do if it's let off the leash. This will be another video in my series of upcoming GPD Win 5 videos, so make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss them. Also, please be aware that I kinda used both handhelds in their, vanilla state here, especially the GPD Win 5 AI Max Plus 395 version can be further tweaked and optimized, for example by deactivating cores, which I will compare in another video in the future. So for each game today, I'll first show 75 watt versus 35 watt to see both using their maximum possible power or performance, then 35 watt versus 35 watt for a fairer comparison because the LIX can't go beyond that, and after that the popular 17 watt balanced mode for the Xbox LIX for better battery life, whereas the Ryzen AI Max Plus 395 is not able to show its potential at such low wattages. Oh, and in case you're interested, I made a dedicated video on the TDPs of the GPD Win 5, testing all wattages from 10 to 85 watt for both the 385 and the 395 version. I'm not commenting the side-by-side footage today, but feel free to use the timestamps to navigate through the games. And at the end of the video, we'll also take a look at some summary graphs and a price to performance comparison, as in how much FPS per dollar the devices will get you. And now, without further ado, let's just jump right into the benchmarks. Alright, and if we take a look at the summary here, we can see that when both handhelds are being set to their maximum performance, the GPD Win 5 was 127% faster on average over the 10 tested games. Now, that is more than twice the performance. Some of the games might be held back on the Ryzen AI Max Plus 395 due to lower settings and running into CPU bottlenecks, but I didn't want to use much higher settings because those make less sense for the Xbox LIX. Now, if we reduce the wattage on the GPD Win 5 to 35 watt, the performance shrinks, while it's still clearly ahead of the Xbox LIX with an average advantage of now 76%. And as mentioned before, this difference would even be a bit bigger if some of the cores of the Ryzen AI Max Plus 395 would have been deactivated. To be specific, at 35 watt, I saw an improvement of up to around 9% when doing so. Though, at the more battery-friendly 17 watt profiles, the Xbox LIX is able to keep up and it's a neck-to-neck, while on average I saw 4% more for the GPD Win 5, which is quite heavily affected by the CS2 benchmark. Overall, they're almost identical. But again, at 17 watt, deactivating can improve the performance of the AI Max Plus 395 and its 8060S by up to almost 20%. And I'll do a more detailed video about that soon. Now, surprisingly, despite being very expensive, the GPD Win 5 can beat the Xbox LIX in terms of how many dollars you have to pay per FPS. And right now prices are wild, I know, anyhow, because of the RAM situation, so I'm assuming a price of $1,800 for the GPD Win 5 in the first graph, where we can see both on 75 watt and 35 watt you're getting more bang for the buck for the GPD Win 5. Though at 17 watt, the Xbox LIX is the clear winner, meaning if battery life and lighter games are your priority and you're okay with less FPS on more demanding games, the Xbox LIX surely is the way to go. I also made this graph assuming you're either getting the GPD Win 5 cheaper or getting the 385 version instead, which in many cases is just as fast or even faster than the 395 version, and this advantage of the GPD Win 5 on the higher TDP levels gets of course even bigger if we're only paying around $1,500 for it. Now, this video is not sponsored by anybody, but if you're looking to get a GPD Win 5 yourself, you can use my code Hubwood for the gpd-minipc.com website, which is the shop where I got my devices with my own money as well. And if you're using my links, I'll get a small part of your purchase, which is even cheaper for you, and that helps me making videos like this in the future, as they take a shitload of time to make. And now that's all for today. Again, make sure to like and subscribe for more GPD Win 5 videos soon. Also, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye and tschüss.